The whole department didn't believe what the man had just confessed. After 10 good years of chasing him, they didn't know that one day like this will make them regret every effort they have ever did in order to catch him. Only silence covered the whole room, rotating their brains.
This is where it all started. The capture of a man who was terrorizing and giving the Miami Police Task Force sleepless nights. It didn't just start it, but it also opened a very complicated, unsolved pattern of related crimes, which was about to happen. Between the year 2000 and the year 2010, Miami City lived under fear of a man called himself Iceman. The whole city recognized the name as if it was one of their relatives. Not even the children, who could start crying once they heard the man was visiting their streets. At that time, the police department that was active, they had bide the fear too. Not even single of them dared to lay a finger on him. And that's because they knew if they crossed path with the Iceman, not he or she will suffer only, but also the whole of her or his family. The Iceman had took control over all of Miami major businesses. Different unit of police were sent over there to deal with the situation. But once they entered and they never came out. And those one who got lucky to escape, they always had a message to deliver to their boss, accompanied with terrifying stories of what Miami people was going through there. All they could do was to feel sympathy for them in a distance. What made it more difficult for this Iceman not to be brought down is simply because he had a big army of men who were extremely loyal to him and even ready to die for him. Despite that, the Iceman had some connection with some bigger politicians and business people all over the world who supported his activities.
This Iceman could make someone disappear completely and no one would ever find the person, not even the government, for instance. Not only disappearing, if somebody wanted to become invisible to authorities' radar, all they had to do was to contact the Iceman in order for him to change their body DNA completely, and sometimes even their faces through illegal surgeries. Most of the time he received contracts from some top people and wealthy ones, which means in terms of money, the Iceman was very stable on that one. But now things started to become more serious when he started to eliminate some top government officers. Like on the year 2007, the Iceman targeted the Homeland Security of the United States, whereby he bombed whole of her apartment where she was working on it, taking her life away. In addition with other 100 lives of people who were on working schedule that day. This one incident raised a lot of alerts all over the world, and even the Iceman name became more popular to the people. The presidents from different countries started taking precautions of the Iceman, since rumors had started spreading that he had more targets to eliminate in different countries. All of this he did, claiming that he wanted his name to be recognized worldwide and become the most powerful and feared name ever existed in history.
And that's where in the year 2009, leaders from different countries all over the world came to an agreement, where they created one very unique task force team, which they named it the Destroyer. This team had different best ex-Marines and mercenaries from different parts of the world. They believed this was the team which will ambush and bring down all of the Iceman's empire. But again, that wasn't going to be that easy. 6 months of deadly training, all for one single man. Months didn't pass without a bomb incident from the Iceman people. It reached a point where he even started to masculine people live on cameras. He didn't even for a minute be scared of the government nor the law. He felt and believed he was the king, in which indeed he almost be. But now where the biggest mistake came in was when he planned and kidnapped the daughter of one of the most powerful people on the United States. The daughter was to be used as a bargaining chip.
Their objective was to use her as a hostage until the government fulfilled their wishes. The language was very simple, to be provided with all kinds of guns and other kinds of machineries. But this was something the government wouldn't go on with it, since they believed once the Iceman got his hands on those things he will become even more untouchable. And so they had to deal with him once and for all. And that's where they deployed the special unit named Destroyer to Miami on the year 2010. They really had a tough experience there since Iceman army was fully and well prepared. And this where now things became more complicated because Iceman decided to do unbelievable thing no one expected at all. The Iceman located the wives of each and every soldier who was on the special unit to ambush him. They didn't know how he did it, but he got to them. And now he threatened the team that if they wouldn't withdraw their operations, he would eliminate each one their wives live in front of their eyes. Now the unit became more confused on what to